Hello and welcome to this new demonstration on what we are going to call Field and Repair Service Web Apps. This is a quick introduction to the solution, which is way more extensive than what is initially presented in this demo. So basically, what is Field and Repair Service? Well, basically we've added inside of your BEAS terminal and web apps the option to basically execute on the go, on-site repairs and any services that you might have for your business requirements. So basically speaking, you have your work orders that are created in the system, and the system will automatically calculate for you time, distance, and information. Please refer back to our APS Advanced Production Scheduler demo and also Factory Data Capture demo for more information on standard production and work order planning. So going into this web apps, basically you have here the option for the employees, the field employee. As you see here, I've connected as Harry to basically just punch in. To say, I am officially clocking into work today. As you can see here, I cannot connect to my actual work orders and information for the day without actually punching in first. I'm going to do that. I'm going to just punch in, and the system time entry started successfully. So you now have precise tracking of since the user actually logged into the system for you to review at any given time. And he can obviously just punch out, punch in whenever he needs to do the HR requirements regarding this. In case his truck or anything related to his services isn't possible for him to use, he can basically select his resource that he's going to use today and explain the reason why he is not available, or the resource is not available. For example, here are some examples: the truck broke down, or maybe it's under maintenance itself, or he's undergoing certification, so he is not available for the job today. And this will basically just help the planners on the back end to just know what's happening on the field, or if anything has to happen, basically speaking. Once he's clocked in, he can literally connect his field and service. As you can see here, all the available services for the operator is available based on priority levels, based on scheduling, based on everything that was initially defined. For example, if I go to this specific work order, you can have the information that he needs to basically go and do his field and service, and for who that is, you can also review that. This is for my best client, so you know exactly for who he's going to and what is required. So by selecting it, basically, he can even open up the Google Maps, and Google Maps will automatically open up with the destination related to his field service, whatever is needed. So you can use this to just keep track of. Important to know, Field and Service application actually keep tracks of physical Google locations. So whenever someone's traveling, the information will be provided to SAP on the back end for you to keep track of. Once he's ready, he's basically going to start his time. He's basically executing the job related to this task. When you start the time, you actually have two options available for you right now. You have the option to drive, if you're driving, to keep track of cost related to driving, and also keep track of efficiency and just driving performance. So here, for example, I can say I'm driving, and the system is going to start tracking, as you can see here, the first service time entry for driving. So you'll know exactly at any given time what is the operator doing it, what is happening on the job during his work day. You can go back to here, you can close off the application, you can just keep on your Google Maps, whatever is needed, but whenever you connect back to the application per se, you can literally go back to your field and service, and the system will keep track of where you were at that point in time. So no need to re-enter multiple times information. No, everything is available for you to continue your work. So here basically I'm going to start my time because I consider myself that I finished a driving step, and you've basically completed the service time entry. In this aspect, then once you've done the driving, you're on site, you can select your application and start your time again, and this time you're entering into your processing. You're actually physically performing the required tasks. More information appears as you see here. You actually see what was initially defined on the job, because basically on the actual service flow, when you receive a service call, we can create and define as the actual requirements for the service team to perform. So here in this case, we know that you need to change a pump 1 and pump 2, as you see here, and you can even reserve inside the truck the information needed to complete that job. If you see as you move along in the operation or in the servicing that you're performing for your clients, the requirements for additional materials that you have, you can at any given time add actual material if available with you at that time. So you can just add the material you need by simple searches and the quantities you've actually required on that job. So as you can also see here, you've got the option to select and validate pictures. So here I've got my camera that opens up, and at any given time you can take pictures and the system saves and stores any pictures related to the job you're doing on the field while doing your maintenance, for example. And obviously you can cancel it out at any given time. Again, here, once you perform the job, you can technically just select and reserve specific quantities, as you can see here, and select any batches that you might need from your specific truck. So for example, here I'm on my truck, and here I can select the items that I require and basically issue it on the job. As you can see here, it actually specifies it, links it, and we can do the same thing here by just selecting any batches that we might need. For example, this one. And here I can just confirm and issue out my material. Again, this is a standard procedure. You can add additional bombs, as we talked about. You can delete any reservations of the issuance if any error was occurred during the setup, and change it to another one if needed. The only confirmation happens upon completion of the job. And obviously, once you've completed the job, you are able to select stop and complete. The stop and complete option will just validate the information, the details of what was selected initially, of the 2 entries and the batches or whatever information you have. The pictures that you've taken will be visible, and you can select them to review them if needed. You can basically have also a sign-in from the person. So for example, client A, manager, it doesn't really matter. Some remarks, client was satisfied with the work, anything you want basically. And here you have your touchpad signature. Just there, right here on the system, you can bring in your signature from the client and you can complete the job. And as you can see here, it has completed the job, and basically you have finished the field and service. If you finish your day, you can punch out and validate that you've completed your work. Once you've completed the job, you'll be able to receive to your email as a digital service sign-off, which you can obviously update however you need, with the pictures, the documents issued out of the work order, and any other relevant information that you might need. Again, thank you so much for your attention. If you would like to see more of this, feel free to contact us for more details.